So this is going to be a PPE inspection of a buoyancy aid. When checking the buoyancy aid, you first want to check the serial number just on the inside. Unfortunately on this one, it is already worn away, which this would make it an automatic fail because we are unaware of when this was made by the manufacturer. And obviously it does have a wear out date of when the foam inside becomes ineffective for flotation. Another way you can check though is on the database of when you bought the product, and you can go from there. I believe it's 10 years that it lasts until you have to replace it. The first thing you want to check on a buoyancy aid is the primary stitching. This is just on top of the straps to connect the top and the sides together. So while you're looking for this, you want to check for any sort of wears, tears or any loose stitching. On this one it seems to be fine. You want to check all the way around on the straps, on all the stitching, just to make sure that there isn't any sort of out of place. So yeah, they look fine on this one. The next one you want to look at is the straps itself. So first of all, you want on the buckles, you want to check if there's any sharp edges or there's any cuts or holes inside the actual buckles. On these ones it seems to be fine so far, but obviously you can go through along with your fingers just to double check. The next thing you want to check is if the strap is actually working effectively. So you pull the one side holding the buckle to make sure it tightens, and then pull in the buckle to make sure it's loose. So you want to, on this buoyancy aid, you want to check that all 6 are working effectively. So we're just doing the same on each one. So that one seems to be working fine. Yeah, they're fine on that one. Whilst on the straps, you want to check for any glazing. This is where the strap is just worn away, and you'll get like a little shine if it's easier to identify. So it should be like little white marks around the straps. You want to check this because otherwise the buckles can loosen, and then while your casualty or while the participant is in the water with the buoyancy aid, it could come loose and not actually help them to float. So just double checking on all the straps. There appears to be no glazing on this one. Then you want to check on the inside, so just going along the inside with your fingers as well as vision. You want to check if there's any cuts, tears, or you shouldn't be able to see the foam, because if the foam is on display then it's ineffective and it should be gotten rid of. So yeah, you want to check for any holes, tears, cuts. On this one it seems to be fine. You then want to do the same on the outside, just to make sure that no one's, or any sharp edges have cut the outside, making it ineffective. Seems to be fine on this one. You want to check for any abrasion just around the actual buoyancy itself and on the inside, which there doesn't seem to be, but you can also check for glazing on the outside. You can tell this one has been used because the texture of the actual equipment has gone very soft, but that's just for use, and this is still an effective buoyancy aid, but you will have to check for the serial date number of when you bought the buoyancy aid.